What's up, guys, and welcome back to Mirrorverse 101. 5 things that can help you do better in Mirrorverse, quicker, faster, and, well, more resourceful. So the first thing on our list is dailies. I know this seems kind of dumb, but trust me, there's a lot of people that don't take advantage of the dailies. And if you don't know anything about those dailies, make sure to check the link right here on the video that we did talking about those dailies. Now, it's important to do those because you get a free crystal every day. You get free orbs. It's beyond just those daily missions. I'm talking about doing the towers when they come around, do your dungeons. Just make sure that you're getting all the free stuff that you're going to be able to get just from playing the game. So number two is to join an alliance. Now, right now, when it comes to alliances, they're not too much in there, but you are going to be getting free laurels. And this is really important when we talk about everything that's in the laurel shop. The other key thing about alliances that may actually play a huge factor later is these riff raids that were just announced the other day. Now, we don't know what the rewards look like or anything like that, but I bet you these are going to be some really good rewards, and it's going to be the reason why you're going to want to find an active alliance that fits your playstyle. So we were just mentioning the laurels and things like that. Well, number 3 is going to be the shops. So the shops in Mirrorverse have a lot of things to get. So let's just jump over there real quick and we'll check it out. All right, so when it comes to the shops, I'm definitely talking about the bazaar that's down here. Now make sure that you're always checking the bazaar because every 2 hours you're going to have a free item. Make sure you get it. This could be anything from orbs to energy to, well, anything really. So make sure you're picking that up. Once you do that, you're also going to get a free refresh. And this again is going to give you another free item. Now, occasionally in here, you're also going to see things like the diamonds or any of the gems for rank 2. And that's where I spend a lot of my gold. I make sure that I always have 5 of the rank 2 gems because these are going to hold you up a little bit later in the game if you're not stockpiling them. Outside of that, I really just kind of keep my gold and get my free items, but like I said, it's free items. The other store you want to look in is your laurel store. So your laurel store is also going to be an important thing because, well, you can get your alliance crystals if you want your Goofy and your Donald, but one thing you're going to find is a big holdup is these diamond shards. Making sure that you have tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 diamonds when you're trying to do these upgrades is going to be very important. So make sure you're spending your laurels there. Go ahead and get ahead of the game with those tier 3 and those tier 2. And eventually, as you get closer to level 70 guardians, you're going to need those tier 4. All right, so going to the list, we just talked about the shops. Well, the next thing is your orbs. Now, we've talked about orbs a lot here, and the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're using them on the best deals possible. So let's take a look at some of those deals, and I'll tell you the ones that I prefer when I'm using my orbs. Now, one of the first things you can do with orbs is get more energy. Now, these packs come around occasionally, and they're going to be your best bang for your buck when you're wanting to get extra energy to do things like towers, events, and or, well, just moat farming. Now, if you look at any of these deals, the more that you get, the cheaper it is. So at this point, your best deal in here is the major moats. Your best deal in here is the major energy refills. So keep your eye out for them. So the other one that I highly recommend you guys doing, especially if you're in the free-to-play community, is save those orbs for the double 4-star choice crystal. Now, this is one of those things where it comes around probably once a month, but I've definitely seen this offer multiple times since I've started the beta. So this is one of those deals where you're going to get already the universal moats, gold, and 2 4-star choice crystals. And this is going to give you a much better deal than doing anything like those famed crystals. Yes, I'm talking about those famed crystals that everybody keeps buying. It's not the best deal because you're probably going to end up with a lot of 2-star characters that you really weren't going after in the first place. So yes, if you have a very special character like Zerg that's out right now, or Jack Skellington as he comes around, it may be worth cracking a few just to see, but I can tell you it feels pretty bad when you open 5 or 10 of those and you still have your character, he's maybe 2 stars, and he's not giving you exactly what you want. So if it was me, especially if I'm free to play, I'm gonna save those orbs till I have 1600, and I'm always gonna have that in my bank to make sure that when this deal rolls around, I can grab it. All right, so we've talked about 4 so far, and what is the 5th one? Well, the 5th one is going to be those deals. So I'm not necessarily talking about the free to play, but I do want to kind of hit some of those little spins, right? We're not talking about whaling out or cracking it out. You can definitely go in there and buy everything you want to, but I know there's some people out there asking, if I only have $10, if I only have $20 to spend, what should I buy? And that's what I want to hit right now on these deals. All right, so let's start with the one that everybody asks about. Is the Mickey deal a good deal? And yes, it is. This is one of the best deals you're going to get inside the Mirrorverse because you're getting a 4-star Guardian, the one that you want, for $9.99. Mickey is an S tier character, hands down one of the best healers in the game. So this is definitely one of the best deals and you won't regret buying this one. There is an Elsa deal that's in there for $9.99 as well, but honestly, there's a lot better ranged characters than Elsa. So unless you're just wanting to get all the Guardians at 4 stars, I'd probably give that one a pass. The other bonus you're going to get from this one is you will get that VIP calendar, which you should get from spending anyway. It just gives you a couple extra things. So next up are those cards. So the Orb card is the one that I'm pointing out right now because I do think that this is a pretty good investment. For the return that you're getting on your Orbs and the value that you're paying, it's definitely way better than outright buying Orbs or getting them through some of the other means. It's just going to come down to how much of this premium currency do you want and how often are you going to want to spend it. Now, when you buy this card, it will unlock one more card that's a little bit higher, and that's going to determine if you want to get both and get even more Orbs. So the value alone in all these cards are great. There's also one for energy. There's another one for gold. There's another one for crystals. And really, you can buy all of these and you're going to have a pretty good value. But the one I would point out is the Orbs, just to save those up because we've already seen a second ago what you can do with those Orbs. All right, so if you're wanting to spend just a little bit more, well, right now we have this celebration card and it is also a very great deal. Now, this is on the heavier side, so if you're just wanting to spend that $10, this is probably not in your budget. But if you're looking to spend just a little bit more, this will give you a 5-star Guardian that you can select out of a choice of 3. It's also going to give you a 3-star selection on Guardians every day for multiple days. So all in all, this is one of those really good cards that's going to allow you to really make sure that you can widen your roster early, and by having those choices, you're going to be in a much better spot than buying things like Astral Crystals or any of the other ones that are going to be there in that store. But like I said, it's going to determine how much you want to spend in this game, and I wanted to make sure to kind of go through a couple different areas and how you can get a head start within the Mirrorverse. Let's go back over to our list real quick of the 5 things, and I hope these 5 things really helped out. If you guys have something else that you're doing that you think would be helpful for the community, make sure to leave a comment below, and if we get enough of those, we'll make a follow-up video and include those in. And as we wrap up, make sure you hit the like button below, hit that sub, hit the bell, because I will have the new tier list coming out this Friday, really taking care of all of the Guardians and all these changes that happen to them as we had launch. And until next time, guys, y'all take it easy.